Hello everyone. I shouldn't do that. Okay. Hi everyone. I am back today to do a favorites video. So I'm gonna start with clothes, I think, or maybe I'll start with random things, and then I'll move on from there. But the first thing that I want to talk about is my Bagoo bag, and I've actually had this for a few years. Actually quite a while. My sister got it for me for my birthday. I can't remember what year, but it's just a really good lunch bag. It's really cute. It has watermelons on it, and it comes in a little pouch, which is really nice, so you can store it in there if you'd like. It folds up really nicely, but I just love the flexibility of the bag, that it's just kind of like a plastic grocery bag shape, so you can like mold it to whatever's inside, if that makes sense. You don't have the stiffness of like a structured lunch bag, and when my lunches are bigger, it's really nice to fit into this. And I love Bagoo as a brand. They're just all about not using plastic and choosing a reusable bag instead, and they have so many fun designs. Like every year they come out with a lot of different cool, really funky, like fun designs that I love, and every year I want a new bag, but that kind of defeats the purpose of like being sustainable, is wanting a new bag every year. But this one has served me very well and I really like it. And next, for like a rando thing, is my Kindle. I bought this for myself because I was like, I'm gonna save up and buy myself a Kindle, and so I did. And when I bought it, it was actually on sale, which was really nice. This is the waterproof version, which is dope as hell, because I keep my water bottle in my bag and like it's spilled multiple times and has gotten my books like soaking fucking wet, and it's so annoying. But this is waterproof, so I can spill my shit all over it and I'll just be like, oh, that's unfortunate, and it'll be fine. And it's just like so convenient to pull this out of my purse and just start reading. I take the bus to work, so not having to deal with like pulling a paper book out and then like having to like settle down and then move the bookmark and then like open the book up and like make sure the pages are down to read is so nice. Like this is enabling me to just want to read more often because of the convenience. So I've just really been loving this. The only thing is that the screen is weird, and like you have to hold the button down for a really long time for the screen to go black like this, or white, I guess. And so that's like the only obnoxious thing, and it gets hella greasy. That's another gross thing, because I wear a lot of lotion, because as you all know, I'm a crusty ass human being. Those are the two things that like really bug me about this, but overall I have loved this so much, and it has made reading just so much easier for me and more enjoyable, like the process. And then finally, for like random product, it is these pair of jeans, and they are a fly button top, button fly, and they're just like these distressed Levi's, and they are 501s, and these are in a size, oh yeah, waist 26, length 32. So the length is very long for me. I usually like I don't know, like a 27 or something, so I fold them up. And although I usually wear a size 26, these are quite big on me. Like they fit very loose and comfy, and that's actually the reason they've been my favorite last month, because they've just been so easy to throw on. They're like sweatpants, but more put together than sweatpants because they're jeans, and they're just so fun because of the distressing. They're very high-waisted on me, and they look really good with like tight little booties. They look good with sneakers. I just love how comfy they are, and the distressing on them as well. And yeah, they're just really good, lovely jeans that I've loved wearing. And these are 100% cotton, but they don't feel that way at all because they're bigger on me, so they just feel so loose and comfy, and I freaking love them. Okay, next is skincare. I've been using the Hyaluronic Moisture Boost Serum by Trader Joe's, and this is only $8.99. I'm like almost done with it. It's like right there. and this is just so nice. I had like a crusty patch on the, like near the bottom of my lip, not on my lip, but right below it. And I immediately thought like, oh, hey, I should pick up that hyaluronic serum from Trader Joe's, because I've used this before and I've really liked it. And I think it's like $8.99 or something, and you get 1 fluid ounce, so that's really good for a hyaluronic serum. And I'm not modest when I use this. I'll pump like 4 pumps in my hand and just slather it all over my face and my neck. And it just feels soothing, like I'm putting water on my face, but like thicker water, so it feels very moisturizing. Yeah, and I like the packaging. It's glass, and I don't know what else to say other than I like it, and it moisturizes my skin. Oh, crusty bit on my face. Why did I talk about that? Oh yeah. Anyway, it like helped heal the crusty bit on my face, and like it's no longer there anymore, which is really nice. And I have terrible eczema on my neck, and I've just been putting this on it as well. And it's not like healing my eczema, but it's soothing it, and anything to help that is amazing. So I've just really been liking this, and it's a cheap price, or like inexpensive price, and from Trader Joe's, so it's easy to find. And yeah. And then next, speaking of having eczema, I've been using CBD relief cream at night, because I scratch the hell out of my hands and like my neck at night, that I wake up in the morning and my hands, or like in the middle of the night, because I can't sleep through the night because I'm so itchy, and I'll scratch them and then I'll look down at my hands and they will literally be bleeding. The life of having eczema is a rough one. Get it? Because I'm crusty, so I'm rough. Anyway. And I had this idea that like, oh my god, I should use my cannabinoid cream on my hands, and maybe that'll help like relieve the itchiness, or like make my hands numb so I don't feel them. And it was working, so it was really nice. I was using this CBD cream, and then I would put like a lotion on top just to hold in the moisture, and I would sleep through the night when I used it. My eczema is getting so bad that it's not working any longer, but when it wasn't as bad, it was so nice to be able to sleep through the night, because I was not scratching the crap out of my hands and like waking myself up. And it just like made my hands feel not numb, but like made them feel soothed and like kind of tingly. And I was just able to sleep through the night because I wasn't just focusing on my hands being so itchy. And the smell of this is so nice. It smells like chamomile tea, so it's just like soothing to the nose as well as the hands. And yeah, I got this in a FabFitFun box, which was really cool. I think it's meant for like sore muscles, like on your shoulders or wherever you want, but I tried it on my hands and I really liked it. So if you suffer from eczema and you can't sleep through the night because you're scratching yo shit so hard that you like wake up in the middle of the night, you should try some cannabinoid oil or like cream or something, and maybe it'll work. Try it out. It's worth it. And then next is a little handful of some makeup products. So the first is this lip balm, the Hannele Lip Treatment in Clear. I mentioned this in a Amazon haul. I will link that down below. But I ordered 3 of these for $15. There's 0.17 ounces in each of them. And they're just like a thick lip treatment for your lips. And it's really thick and soothing. And I talk about being crusty all the time, but I'm like so crusty. I have really dry lips like all the time, and so I would be like craving to use this. Not that I'm like addicted to it, but because it's just like so thick and creamy. Not creamy, but it's just like thick on my lips, you know, so it feels really nice and soothing. And this is like the only thing that would help my lips feel soothed and moisturize for a long time, and not just like relieve it for like a few minutes and then I'm like, I'm crusty again. If that makes sense. this is her. I love her. Yeah, and the packaging is so freaking cute. Like every time I use this, I'm like, you're so tiny and precious and I love you. Okay, moving on. Speaking of another cute thing, I think the packaging on this is so cute. But this is some clear eyebrow gel. It's by the brand Brow Friends Forever. And I got this in my Boxy... Oh, my FabFitFun as well. It was like a $5 add-on. So I was like, I could use some clear brow gel. And I really like this. I'm using it in my brows right now. And they just hold my brows up. They're not like a super wet consistency. Like I used to use the Maybelline, the clear mascara, but it was like with a green and pink bottle. Do you know what I'm saying? They have like the mascara, but then they also had the clear mascara. I would use that on my brows before. And it was just like really wet. And I didn't like putting it through my brows because it was just too wet. And then I started using this. Not like because of that. Anyway, I started using this when I got it in my FabFitFun, and I just love the consistency of it. It's not too wet and it's like thick enough, and it really holds my brows up. And I really like the brush size and the shape of it as well. It's just really nice. And the packaging is just so cute, you know? So that's another thing. And then I finally, for like makeup things, and then I'll move on to food, the best part, is this makeup brush. It is by Real Techniques, and it is their angled multitask brush, but I love this for contouring or like bronzing. It has like a slight angle to it, but it's so fluffy, so it like fits into my cheek really well here and just like blends out my contour slash bronzer really, really well. And I love the shape of it. I love how fluffy it is. I love that it fits my face well. And I love that it's Real Techniques because it was inexpensive. Well, sometimes Real Techniques is expensive, but I think I got this at like Ross or Marshall's for like $4. So she was a good price. And yeah, I really like this. I meant to mention this in my other favorites, but I just like forgot because I use it literally every day. And yeah, she's the good one and I love her. I've been watching a lot of Queer Eye, so Jonathan Van Ness is like coming through if you haven't noticed. And then finally, my food favorite is overnight oats. I've been eating overnight oats for the last month, I want to say, or a little bit more than a month, because I'm trying not to eat dairy and like dairy and wheat as well. And I like couldn't figure out what breakfast I should be eating, because I would always have an English muffin with peanut butter and banana on top, and like English muffin is wheat, and I would have it with like a cup of tea with milk in it. So now I make overnight oats, and I filmed a little video of me making it, so I'll show that here as well. Okay, so this is how I make overnight oats. I use old-fashioned oats, 100% whole grain. These are just the generic like Kroger brand, but you can use whatever brand you want. And I use about a half of a cup when I make this, but you can do however much you think is good for how hungry you are in the morning. And that's about how much I do of the oats. And then next I will add chia seeds, and I'll add about 2 tablespoons because I think that's like the recommended, or 2 teaspoons, this is a teaspoon. That's like a recommended amount for chia seeds, and I'll add that in. And then next I will use some organic oat milk. This is from Pacific Foods. And I will just add enough to cover the oats and the chia seeds. And I'm actually out, so... Awkward! This actually needs more, so I'm gonna open a new one. So give me just a second. So since that wasn't enough, I'm just gonna add a little bit more to cover it. And it really depends on what kind of consistency you like when you make your overnight oats. But I like mine to be a little bit more milky rather than like thick. And so this looks good to me. And then I'll just mix it up and get the sides to make sure that all the chia seeds are in. And then I will pop this in the fridge. So I just pulled this out of the fridge, and as you can see, it's just become a solid form. Like I can turn it upside down and nothing comes out. It's just this really thick consistency, and kind of like a pudding almost, or like a really thick cold oatmeal, I guess, because that's practically what it is. But I will add some cacao nibs in there, and this is from Trader Joe's. And I brought a spoon for the sake of the video, but I don't want to use the spoon because I don't usually use the spoon. And I'll just like sprinkle enough to cover like a thin layer on the top of the overnight oats. And cacao nibs are really good for your health. They're a superfood, I believe, or I don't know, they're just really good for you. And they add a crunch. And then I'll also add some coconut flakes, and these are from Trader Joe's as well. And I'll do the same thing, add like a thin layer at the top of it, and then I'll add some almond slices. And these are, I think they're just naturally sliced. I don't think they're roasted. There's no salt or anything on them, so just plain almonds. And I'll add that to the top as well. And then finally I'll add about 4 or 5 cut strawberries. I like the organic ones. They just taste a little bit better. And then I'll eat that for my breakfast, and it's just really good. It's good for you and keeps me full for a really long time. And it's so cute, you know? But it's just been such a yummy breakfast every morning. I like look forward to it every single morning. It's so easy to make. It's so fun to eat. You like feel healthy and shit when you eat it, so that's cool. And yeah, it's just really yummy. I use oat milk, and I freaking love oat milk. Yes, I'm in that bandwagon. And yeah, it's just really good, and I really like it. And it keeps me full, it's delicious, and it's really easy to make. So they're like all the things that I would love in a breakfast. Yummy, easy to make, keeps me full. So those are all my favorites. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found something you might want to check out, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye!